everyone, it's Dianne at Minerva. I hope you're all having a fabulous week, and today I'm going to share a make with you for a coat. It's a really smart coat. It's Simplicity 8797 and we're going to be making view B. So there are different variations and lengths that you can choose from. What we're going to be using today is this gorgeous Minerva Core Range Boucle Textured Coating. Now this particular shade is taupe, but there are 14 colours to choose from, so there's something for everybody. When you've washed and prepared your fabric, we're going to begin preparing our pattern pieces. So take a tape measure and check your sizing with the back. When you've done this, we're ready to begin. So let's go and cut our pattern pieces together now. Here we have our pattern pieces for our coat. So here we have the back piece. So you're going to cut one piece on the fold, and the fold is at this side here. And you're also going to cut a piece in lining on the fold. Next we have our front piece. Now we're going to cut two pieces. The straight grain is this way. We're going to cut two pieces out of coating. Make a note of your markings and also your button placement. Make sure that you've cut the correct length for the coat that you're making. We've also got markings for our pockets. Here we have our sleeve piece. This is a straight grain. You're going to cut two of fabric and two of lining. Note your markings. Here we have your front lining pieces. You're going to cut two of lining. Straight grain is this way. Note your markings. And the front facing. Here we're going to cut two of coat fabric and two of interfacing. Here we have your upper collar. You're going to cut one on the fold of coat fabric and one on the fold of interfacing. The under collar, one on the fold of fabric, one on the fold of interfacing. This is the back tab. We're going to cut one in coat fabric, one in lining and one in interfacing. And the pockets, we're going to cut four in lining. Now we're ready to begin making our coat. So first of all, you want to wind half of your thread onto your machine spool, and then when you've done that, we're going to check our machine needle. So I'm using a size 90 today. It is going to get thick in parts because it is coating fabric, so you may wish to test this on a piece of scrap fabric. So an 80 or a 90, try your preferences. You could also try a ballpoint as well. There is a slight stretch to it, but I've found that a 90 works well, and I'm also going to use a very slight zigzag stitch when I stitch. When we've done that, we're going to take our front pieces and we're going to stay stitch around the neck. We're going to do this from the shoulder down to the first marking at the front where there's a circle. Let's do that together now. So to stay stitch, we're working 1.3 centimetres away from the raw edge. Repeat this step on both sides. Now you're going to apply interfacing to the back of your tab piece and then take your lining piece and place it right sides facing. We're now going to stitch around the outside edge, leaving an opening here so that we can turn it through. We're going to stitch this with a 1 centimetre seam. Now do pin it because it will want to move around with the lining against this coating fabric. Now trim around the outer edge, snip into it at the curved points here, and then we're going to turn it through to the right side. Now once you've pulled it through, close the hole on the other side with a few hand stitches. And now we're going to apply this to the back of our coat. Now pin your tab in place on the back of your coat at the places marked, so we have circles here and here on your tab and on your back. Then when you have it in position, we're going to stitch through all layers with a button either side like this. So position your buttons, and now we're going to hand stitch those in place. Now stay stitch around the neck on your back piece. Now you're going to stitch your front pieces to your back piece at the shoulder seams like this, matching your notches, and we're going to stitch this in place with a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. Now with right sides facing, you're going to pin your sleeve to your armhole, matching the notches here and here and the shoulder point. We're going to stitch this in place with a 1.5cm seam allowance. Then when we've done that, we're going to stitch that seam again to reinforce it. Then trim the allowance below the notches here and press the seam towards the sleeve. Now we're going to take our pocket pieces and with right sides facing we're going to apply them to our jacket backs and also our front pieces. So we'll line up our notch and our markings here and here and we're going to stitch them in place within the seam. Now we're going to understitch the seam to the pocket. So the seam is pressed outwards towards the pocket and we're stitching a couple of millimetres away from this seam line here on the pocket side. Now we're going to pin our back to our front down the side seams, so all the way along the arm seam, at the underarm here, down the side to the pocket. Now when we get to here we're going to back tack and then go around our pockets which we have pinned together and then back tack at this point at the bottom of the pocket down to the bottom of the curve. We're going to do that now with a 1.5cm seam allowance. Now you're going to apply interfacing to your undercollar and we're going to line it up with the back of our jacket so we're matching the notches here and here on the back of the coat and the undercollar. Also mark your centre back point on both. Pin it in place. We're going to line up our circles like this. So here's the shoulder and also the one to the front here. Pin it in place the rest of the way. Now stitch in place at these points. Now apply interfacing to the back of your front facing pieces and we're now going to stay stitch around the neck edge like we did on our coat pieces. Now you're going to pin your facing to your front lining like this. So we want right sides facing, right side of the lining, and we're going to pin it in place matching up your notches. Now stitch this in place with a 1.5cm seam. Stay stitch the back neck of your lining. Now stitch your front pieces of lining to your back lining piece. We're going to do this at the shoulders with a 1.5cm seam and then at the side seams also. So your sleeves to your lining. Now pin your upper collar to your lining and facing pieces like this, matching the centre back seam, the circles at the points here and here at the shoulders, and also here at the front of the facing. Match up the circles there. We're now going to stitch that in place. Now you're going to stitch your under collar to your upper collar. You can hand baste it in place first before you begin, or you can just pin it, but I would use a lot of pins because you want to make sure that it's not getting pushed along. So we're going to stitch from this point here where the two parts of the collar meet. Make sure that these seams are lying flat. Back tack here at this point. I'm going to stitch around this curve and along, so you may want to do it from the centre outwards on each side. It's up to you. But do make sure that it's, like I said, not getting pushed out of position as you stitch it. At the back of the neck on the inside, you're going to catch the lining to the main coat at this seam here. So you may want to put a few pins on the outside before stitching it in place. I've done it by hand. You can do it by machine if you wish, but I just think it's easier with the bulk here to do it by hand on the inside. Then when we've done that, we're going to stitch the rest of the way around this part of the collar from the inside with right sides facing. Make sure that you back tack and are careful at this point that everything's still lined up. And we're going to sew all the way down this front facing to the bottom of the jacket. We're going to do that on both sides. Stitch across the bottom of the facing like this at the large dot and then trim away at that corner. Now on the outside, pull your lining sleeve down your sleeve like this so that you can line up your underarm seams. Turn it to the inside and put a pin on the inside at the underarm seam and the halfway point like this so that you know you've got it lined up correctly. And then you can pull it through the bottom opening like this so that you can stitch it in place. Now stitch around the bottom of your sleeve at this point. Now hand stitch the bottom of your coat, so turn up the hem like this and stitch it in place with hand stitches, and then turn down your lining on the outside and give it a press. And you may also want to pin it at key points as well, just to check that it's hanging correctly like this. And then we can stitch the lining to the coat on the inside like that. So if we do it from the inside, this folded part here will hang down like this. I'm going to do this with hand stitches now. Now mark your placement for your buttonhole on the right side and then create your buttonhole. Mark and sew your button in place on the opposite side and then you're all finished. Here is the finished coat. Well, I hope you've enjoyed sewing along with me. I think this is a really cosy coat, perfect for the cooler months. And I think this is a lovely shade as well. It's really smart, it'll go with all sorts. But if you don't like this, don't forget there's lots of other colours. Now please let us know in the comments if you've made this before, and remember to include any photographs because we love to see what you've been making. Remember to take a look at the Minerva Craft Club to get 10% off all your orders for a whole year, and of course create a free account with us to join in with our wonderful worldwide sewing community. It's a wonderful place to share your ideas and gain some new inspiration. That's all from me for today, but I hope to be back soon with some more sew-alongs for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.